Let's do this thing. Guys, welcome back to Life in Progress. I know, I really just went all in there.
Why are you like, what just happened?
I don't know. Should I start over?
It's okay.
I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
Welcome back to Life in Progress. I'm Carly.
I'm Ilana.
And this is gonna be a really fun episode today. I'm in a good mood.
Wow, that's so great to hear. What happened with the rest of the morning versus this minute when you decided you're in a good mood?
I think I just had a sip of my second coffee of the day. That gave me like a little burst of energy.
Burst.
And this morning I was not in a good mood, but here we are.
Here we are. We made it.
See, we can change things around quickly.
Yeah.
Just a little coffee.
Cool. Okay, the most annoying thing in the world just happened to me. Not actually. It's not annoying, but I'm going to tell you guys about it because I was about to tell Carly and I was like, I'm going to save it.
Oh, yeah, I was like on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. I got a text, and very few texts piss me off the way this type of text did. Hi, I have a question.
Oh, the freaking worst. Oh my God, it's the worst.
Or just question. Or hi.
Like, what? You want something, just tell me what you want.
Don't fucking text me that. Don't say, can I ask you something?
Like, do you want to give me a panic attack? Just ask me.
Is it like, are we still friends? Is it, do you care if I hook up with Jake? Is it like, do you want me to tell you if somebody dies? Or is it, hey, are you free next week? I just don't know.
It's the worst kind of text. Can we all agree that that is the worst kind of text to get when someone just texts you, hi, or question, or I have a question? Just ask the goddamn
Just
question.
say the thing.
Say it.
Hey, are you free next week?
Oh, that's really annoying.
Hey, what do you think of this thing?
Wait, so now I need to know.
I didn't respond
Well,
because I'm like, ugh, I can't.
Can you respond? Just take a second. Hold on, please. Ilana needs to respond.
I don't want to.
But I want to know what they're going to say. And and by the end of this episode, if they respond,
Fine.
people are going to want to know what they say.
Okay, fine. I said, hi, sup. Okay. Cool.
Now on to our episode. Ilana, what's in progress for you this week?
Finding out what the question is. What about you?
Me too.
Cool. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, honestly, in progress this week is being more chill. I feel like I've been very on it, like on something this week. I don't know why. I just feel like we have a lot going on in our personal lives. We've been waiting to hear some update, which hopefully soon we can tell you guys about. And that's just really making me crazy. So I'm just going to try to be more chill.
I will say, what you guys don't know is that figuring out what's in progress is the hardest part of this podcast. Like, we struggle with few things the way we struggle with figuring out what is in progress.
Yeah, it's
But
so
I
true.
feel like we're committed to continuing to do it for the rest of time.
But I'd love to know, like, does anybody actually care?
Maybe. Yeah, guys do care. Do you care about anything?
Do you care about anything we say? Like,
yeah.
that would be
Is anybody
great.
out there? Are you there? God, it's me, Margaret.
Oh, that book. Okay, I guess you said you're in progress.
Yeah, I said my in progress.
Waiting for this text?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because 20 minutes ago you told me you had a good in progress.
We're recording another episode right after this, so I will most definitely be saving it so that I don't have to use my brain again.
Should we just get to the episode?
We should. Oh, do you want me to talk?
Yeah, you talk.
Okay, so today's episode, I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be fun. We pulled a bunch of life quotes, expressions, phrases we've heard throughout our entire lives, and we're going to debate, like, do we agree with them? Do we think there's truth to them? Do some of them, like, piss us off? Do we feel so passionately against some of them?
This is just going to be a good debating. And I would love to figure out a way.
We'll definitely poll everyone and see
Yeah,
what
we're
they
going to
think.
poll
Yeah.
everyone because now I'm going to be so curious. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for this episode.
What I'm curious about is, are we going to be on the same page about the majority of them, or are we going to disagree on the majority of them?
Oh, I don't know. Because we definitely have like different opinions on
Yeah.
things.
I think what we have to do, the best way to approach this is I'll read them and we immediately say yes or no. And
then we go into it.
And our answers might change. But I think that is like a good way to do it. I
Okay,
said
but-
sorry,
okay.
Jason.
Yeah, but we have to go back and forth with who says it first. Like, you can't ask me all the questions and I answer. Do you know what I mean? Or no, we go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think we go 1, 2, 3. Like, boom.
Great.
Cool. Okay. Right person, wrong time. 1, 2, 3. No.
Yes.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
I think that you can meet someone. I think timing is everything. And I think you can meet someone who 100% can be the person that you can fall in love with, spend the rest of your life with, be your partner. And I think if the timing doesn't work out, but that doesn't mean they were the wrong partner. I think there are so many situations where timing just isn't in your favor.
I agree, but you then go on to meet the person where you're like, wow, thank God I met this person at this time because it is right and it is the fit.
Right, but that's not what the question's asking.
I don't think it's the right person if it's the wrong time.
So, okay, here's another question then for you. Follow-up question. Do you only believe in one soulmate?
No.
Okay, but then so there can be so many different right people.
But it depends. Like, here's the thing. I don't believe in that there's one soulmate because if I were to decide to take a job in Nashville and I meet somebody in Nashville when I'm living there versus I decided to take a job in London, like the person that's my potential soulmate in London isn't also my potential soulmate in Nashville, but it's who I'm meeting in the right place at the right time where I'm ready to accept them and embrace them and they're ready to accept me and embrace me. And we've all like healed our own shit and are ready to prioritize a relationship.
Well, I also don't believe in soulmates. I think you can have a million different people that you can be compatible with, but I think that timing plays a big part. And I do not think that, like, I think you can meet someone and if timing was on your side, that could be your person. But I also think that maybe timing is the reason you're not with them. That doesn't mean that they're the one and only person for them.
I don't think so either, but I think it makes sense that if it's not meant to work out with somebody because of the timing, then they were not the right person for you. Me and Jake have agreed on multiple occasions that had we met like 3 months earlier, even 6 months earlier, a year earlier, 2 years earlier, it wouldn't have
but
worked.
I agree with that. But that doesn't mean he wasn't. If you had met 3 years earlier, I agree that maybe it wouldn't have worked, but it wouldn't have worked because the timing wasn't right. It doesn't mean he's not right for you.
But it wouldn't have worked. It would not have worked. And had we tried and it not worked, then we probably would not have tried again during the right timing. At which point, it is safe to say it was not the right person at that point in my life.
We're on the same page. We're just getting the one word mixed up of the right person. Because when you think of the right person, I'm thinking of there are so many people that can be your person, your potential soulmate or whatever it is. It just isn't in that time. But I hear what you're saying. You're saying if it's not the right person, it's just not the right person. But I'm saying that do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I feel like right person, wrong time is something we say to make ourselves feel better. I had said that so many times in my past about guys it didn't work out with. Like, right person, wrong time. We were meant for each other. The timing was wrong. It didn't work out. In hindsight, they were not the right person for me for a million reasons, but I told myself that so that I could sleep at night.
Okay, I get that, but I agree with that. I also just think there are situations where there can be someone that checks all the boxes, fits all the things, whatever, and something happens where they have to move across the country and you can't do that. That doesn't mean they were the wrong person for you.
But they weren't right either.
But maybe they weren't your person.
They weren't right either if they had this other thing that they had to do that didn't fit into your life at the time, or you weren't like in the space where you were going to go do that thing with that. Then it wasn't the right person because there's somebody else where...
Of course there's somebody else, but there can be multiple... Okay. Next. We're agreeing that timing doesn't always work out. I just think we're not agreeing on there can be multiple people that are quote unquote right for you and that you could end up with.
But I also agree that. I agree there are multiple people you could end up with. I agree we don't have just one soulmate.
Right. All right.
Anytime I have ever heard somebody say right person, wrong time, anytime I have ever felt right person, wrong time, it was literally to make myself feel better, to make the pain hurt
I guess
less.
I've never experienced ever feeling like that because when something didn't work out, I'm like, wrong person. It had nothing to do with the timing. I just, in my head, think there are so many situations, and maybe it's a smaller amount of situations where maybe they were someone that you 100% could have ended up with and it would have worked amazingly had timing been a little different.
Maybe.
All right, well, we mostly agree on that. Just a little
What
bit
do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Okay. You'll find someone when you least expect it or when you stop looking.
Give me a second to process. See, the problem is you're reading these beforehand and you're processing it.
I read them to you before,
I
too.
don't remember, so give me a second to
You'll
process.
find someone when you least expect it or when you stop looking. I don't have my answer yet. It's going to really come down to 3, 2, 1.
You'll find someone when you least expect it. I have to think about it. Hold on. Or when you stop looking. Okay.
I don't know my answer still. Okay.
3, 2, 1, no.
maybe.
You can't do that.
I agree. No.
Because honestly, you have to make the effort. Like,
Yeah.
no one's showing up at your doorstep. There is a part I agree with. Like, you don't want to put the energy of like desperation out, and you don't want to try so hard.
Pick me, choose me, love me.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know where that's from, stop listening to our podcast. But no one's showing up at your door. It's the same with like meeting friends. Like, no one's gonna just show up on your door and be like, "Hey, want to be friends?" Like, no, you have to put yourself out there and make the effort.
I think there's some truth to the idea of it where you quote unquote stop desperately looking when you become more confident in yourself.
Yeah.
When you feel like, okay, I don't need somebody else to complete me. And so a lot of people will say, oh yeah, I know this is annoying, but like the second I stopped looking, I found someone. But it's like, no, you focused on other things. You weren't obsessing over meeting somebody, and you were actually living your life and embracing yourself. And that was really attractive to other people. And that's what drew them to you.
Right. And it didn't mean you just sat around waiting.
Yeah. You're not just sitting there watching Netflix hoping someone's going to throw rocks at your window.
Right. Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Cool. So we agree on
Cool.
that.
Great.
Next.
Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah, I do actually.
Go for it.
I do. Okay.
Happy for you.
You
I'm
have some
empowering you.
spelling mistakes
I
here.
see that.
Okay. You have to love yourself.
Hold on. They were not spelling mistakes. Clearly, they were typos.
Yeah, they're not spelling mistakes. She wrote have as AHJV. You have to love yourself before you can be loved by someone else. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
No.
I've thought about this one a lot as the host of a dating podcast for the last few years. I think you have to respect yourself before you can be properly loved and respected and treated the way you deserve by somebody else. But the expectation of loving yourself, that's a lifelong battle for so many people.
I couldn't agree more.
And if you don't love yourself, that doesn't mean you're not deserving of being loved.
Yeah, I agree. I think every single day working on loving yourself is, like you said, a battle.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm 100% there. I
Never.
don't think I will be.
Ever.
So what? I'm just supposed
Sounds
to...
cool, but...
Sounds great to love myself to the absolute fullest and be totally fine with exactly who I am, and, you know, but I don't. And people...
Pipe dream.
Yeah, people saying that, I think it's something to say to people almost as like a Band-Aid of like, work on yourself, you know, before someone else can love you. But it's, yeah, you're always working on yourself.
You should work on yourself. But if you're in a tough place, like, you should go to therapy. You should look within. You should work on healing. But
you can still be loved by someone.
1,000%.
My parents love me.
I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
Cool.
Okay, you want to do the next one?
Sure.
Okay. What?
Make new friends. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold.
Think we know my answer to this.
1, 2, 3.
No. I mean, if you guys have listened to any podcast where we talk about friendships, you know that I have gone through a lot of friendship mishaps and friendship breakups, and I absolutely do not believe you need to have friends that have been in your life from a certain period of time. All of your best friends could be someone you met a week ago. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah. And if you do have lifelong friends, that's amazing.
amazing.
You know, I don't have many, but I have few, and I love them and I cherish those friendships. But that doesn't mean I'm not looking for new friends. Like,
and it doesn't mean you cherish any type of friendship more than your current, you know, like than your newer friend. I mean, at least I don't think so.
I don't treat you differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Yeah, like if if any of my like lifelong or childhood friends were like stab me in the back, I wouldn't be like, well, we're stuck together forever, so I
Yeah.
just forgive you.
Yeah.
Like, no, you still gotta be a good friend to people.
Timing doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, right friend, wrong time.
Right friend, wrong time.
No, I think like making friends is one of the coolest things in life, that you can continue to make new friends as you
It's
grow
so fun.
older and your friendships develop and change, and it's so cool.
There's so many
Yeah.
cool new personalities out there that you haven't met.
Exactly.
All right,
Cool.
I'll do the next one.
Plus, silver and gold go in and out of style, and right now, silver and gold are like trendy together. Right?
Yeah, like I'm a mixed jewelry kind of girl.
I'm not, but I want to be.
Interesting. I totally am.
I see that.
Speaking of jewelry, money can't buy happiness.
I have a bone to pick with this one.
Oh yeah, do you want to?
We'll do our thing.
So money can't buy happiness. 1, 2, 3. No.
It's like hard for me to say no. I think it helps. I don't think it automatically guarantees happiness. I think having access to the ability to do things like travel and have the money to spend on really special and cool experiences, those can be accompanied by happiness and joy. They're not the only thing. I know plenty of people who have a buttload of money who are unhappy.
Yeah, and I think it's a hard question because it's obviously how you use the money.
Yeah.
For example, did I pay a lot for my therapist? Yeah. Yeah, I did. And did she make me overall a better and happier person? Yes. Did she give me the tools to do that? Yes. So there is a part of money can buy happiness. But obviously, money isn't the only thing.
There's no happiness store that you can just go
and
be
like, hey, let me purchase $5 of happiness.
You could purchase a cupcake that makes you happy, but then a few minutes later it might make you sad.
Yeah. So, yes, it's true. Happiness obviously comes within.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of
awesome things you can do with money.
Things you can do with money that will make you happy.
And
so
here's the thing that I think we're not mentioning yet, which I think I would be remiss to not mention, is when you don't have money or you feel like your money is limited, there's such an emphasis, a pressure, a stress to get that money. How can we make more money? Are we going to be able to pay rent this month? Are we getting enough partnerships for the month where we feel safe and secure and comfortable with the amount that we're making? If not, it is on our mind and we are a little bit further away from happiness.
Yeah.
Because of that stress
100%.
and pressure. It's unfortunate, but
100%.
True.
You want to do the next one or you want me to?
Go for it.
Okay. The best things come in small packages.
1, 2, 3.
Wait. I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm trying not to think now. I think
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
trying
thinking
not
too
to
much.
think? Okay. 1, 2, 3, no.
No.
Like, that's just
sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't even know.
But not all. Like,
not really. I mean,
I think the best things aren't things.
Yeah, that's a good one. The
Their
best
people,
things
their
are
experiences,
things. And that's not really a small
their
package.
memories.
Okay,
No.
cool. We're gonna
Great.
move on from that one. I like this one. Ooh, but I don't know the answer to this one.
Just read it.
Okay, but can I have a second?
You've already had 10 more seconds than me.
Actions speak louder than words.
You have to think about this one?
Because I have a lot of things in my head
Okay.
that I'm thinking. But let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
1,000% yes.
Here's why I was debating it for a second.
Okay.
There are a lot of people who have certain love languages, words of affirmation, and that's a big one. And they don't care so much about what actions people take. They care. They genuinely care about what they're being told. That's the only reason I was debating it. Me personally, actions 100%. I was just trying to think about other people.
I think you're right. That's so big of you.
So selfless of me.
Wow. Love that. Guys, Carly Silverman thinks of other people. Round of applause.
Thank you.
I agree. That makes complete sense. However, I think those people would still struggle if those words were not supported by the actions that
You're right.
followed. If somebody said, I love you, I want to only be with you, and then they went and slept with somebody else, the words, they might hang on to them a little harder, but the actions, clearly that person is not being genuine. Their words don't hold that much value.
I agree. No, I think actions is definitely important.
Yeah.
So we agree on that. Okay. Next one. Good things come to those who wait. Ready?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. No. Okay.
Sometimes.
You're not gonna follow the rules here.
Yeah. No. Okay. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No.
Well, it's too late.
Well,
Okay, go ahead. What were you
like sometimes, but no. No.
I think it's like what we said earlier. You're not just gonna sit. You can't sit around and wait for things to show up.
Yeah.
So I really think it's the same debate we had earlier, where it's like, yes, obviously you don't need to, whether it's dating or whatever it is, you don't need to act with desperation and act as if you need X, Y, Z. So in that sense, it's like, yeah, chill out, but nothing's gonna come to you by just sitting around.
Good things come to those who work for them.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, a job is not
Should we rewrite all of these?
Yes.
We should rewrite all of these phrases and make that like a gallery.
I agree.
Done.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Hold ourselves accountable to that one. We'll see if we do it.
Okay. This is like a very...
How many do we have left?
1, 2, 3. How are we on time?
We're great.
Okay. This one's like kind of the same. So I don't know. We'll do it anyway. But it's basically the same as what we just said. But slow and steady wins the race. Isn't that like kind of what we just said? Because we're going to have the same debate. Unless you think of it differently.
I actually think it's completely different.
Really? Why? Yeah. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it as the same as like good things come to those who wait.
But waiting is the word wait. And I know we just changed it to like work hard for it. But if you're waiting for something to happen, like you're being patient, sure. But if you're slowly and steadily working on yourself, if you're slowly and steadily building something, you know, trying to grow your TikTok audience, trying to...
Well, I'm not trying to be slow at it.
But here's the thing. But there is something true too, I think, in our field. Growing over time, really developing your community, like one by one, and investing in those people versus overnight success.
That's
because
true.
Overnight success... I have actually good example. I have a friend who is a nutritionist, and she has been working very hard on growing her social media. And somebody else in the field that she follows had a very, very, very dumb video go viral, blew up overnight, like 50,000 followers. And this person was really frustrated because she was like, I've been working so hard. I have never like committed so consistently and so much of my energy and effort to creating content, putting it out there, making it have value. And I'm having the hardest time growing. But this person posts this dumbass video and blows up overnight. Yeah. It makes me want to give up. It's not fair. But that person, those 50,000 followers, they didn't follow her for the actual work she's trying to do. Right. They just followed her because she had a funny video. And half of those people have unfollowed her now. Yeah. Versus this other person who, yes, over time, she's growing slower, but those people are genuinely invested in what she's doing and care and are following her for the actual work that she's putting out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it really just depends, like in what sense we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I guess you would say
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yeah.
And what would you say?
I was gonna say after that debate. But I think it depends. Okay. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Can we just say I don't really get it?
I've never okay. Ever since Holiday in the Sun.
I don't get it.
This one has just thrown me for a loop.
Yeah, I don't understand it. You can't have your cake.
Can I look up the definition?
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, what would not eating it mean?
You have it, but you can't enjoy it?
You can't have... But that doesn't make sense with what it's like supposed to be defined as.
Okay. You can't have your cake and eat it too is a popular English idiomatic proverb or figure of speech. The proverb literally means you cannot simultaneously retain possession of a cake and eat it too. Once the cake is eaten, it is gone. It can be used to say that one cannot have two incompatible things or that one should not try to have more than is reasonable. So it's similar to the phrases, you can't have it both ways and you can't have the best of both worlds.
I still don't get the actual cake part.
I think that one's just an example.
Okay.
You can't have your phone and
And
eat it too.
like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I get you can't have the best of both worlds, but I just feel like the cake part, because why would I want the cake if I can't eat it?
Right.
Like, are you saying you can't eat your cake and I don't understand it. Does anybody else understand?
So yeah, so here's a thing. What is the point of having cake if you can't eat it?
Yeah. Please tell me.
Once you eat it, you don't have it anymore.
What? I don't understand.
Can we get Mary Kate and Ashley in here?
Yeah, okay. Well, so
if anyone gets it,
let us know. So
please.
You can't have the best of both
Carly
worlds.
and Ilana at gmail.com. Please
let us know.
Kindergarten terms, define this for us.
Okay, ready?
All right, ready?
One.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're answering it.
Yeah.
Right.
One, two, three,
no. Last one. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it.
That's a deep one. Okay, I have mine. I don't know if the percentages are right, but the overall concept.
3, 2, 1. Yes.
I think every single thing in life is how you react to it.
Yeah.
And what you do with what you get.
Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock.
Hannah Montana.
Fuck
words
yeah.
to live by.
Yeah, I agree. You can't control what happens.
No.
Sometimes you can, to some extent.
Most of the time I feel like you
most
can.
of the time
it's how you react.
So much is out of your control. The only thing that is consistently in your control is your reaction.
Yeah, I'll never forget. This was like the main thing my therapist told me after my breakup, and because he was just acting so ridiculous with everything that was happening with the breakup, and she was like, okay, let him act ridiculous, but what can you do about it?
Yeah.
Are you going to just act ridiculous because he is, or are you going to act the way that you want to act and want to present yourself? Like, you can control that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that.
Love it.
All right.
Cool.
That was it.
Ready for some Would You Rathers?
Yes, you have them ready.
I have them ready. I'm so prepared.
You're so
Look at
prepared.
me.
I'm so not.
Okay. Would you rather have triplets or have 3 separate births?
3 separate. I mean, I want 3 kids, so 3 separate births. That was so easy.
Are we gonna try and have kids at the same time so our kids can be friends?
Well, I want them like tomorrow, and you want them in like 10 years. So
not actually 10 years.
Jake sounds like you don't really want them right now.
Jake wants them tomorrow.
I know.
Does Jason want them tomorrow?
He likes to say we're practicing a lot. He likes to practice. That's what he likes to say. I was like, when are we gonna have kids? I don't know, but let's just practice. So I actually have no idea.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should answer.
What?
If I'd rather have triplets or 3 separate births.
Oh yeah. That's a weird question because.
Well, it sounds nice to get it all out of the way once.
Yeah, but you want to deal with.
Absolutely not.
Just seeing Chase. Jeez, I can't even.
Would you rather be married to someone who hates pets or have a pet that hates your spouse?
Have a pet that hates my
Me
spouse.
Too. Me too.
I'm having a pet. I'm having a dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, Jason, like
that's
sucks.
his fault.
Yeah, it's not my problem.
It's about how he reacts to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be the oldest person in the office or the youngest?
That's interesting. Oh my god, I never even thought about that. It's like, what's the age gap here?
50 years.
I feel like I'd rather be the youngest. Because if I was the oldest, I would feel like there was nowhere for me to grow and like learn from, and I would just kind of be like stagnant. Although it would be nice, like
you could be the president of the company.
Yeah, like if I'm the president of the company, I guess that's different. It really depends. This one.
I absolutely loved being the youngest person in the office when I worked at Sony Music.
Really?
I loved it. I thought there was so much to learn. I loved impressing people. I thought I was so freaking cool when like the co-founder would call me into his office and run something by me. Like he valued my young 21-year-old opinion. Like I thrived being the youngest. I took pride in it. I was like, I deserve to be here. I might not know as much as you, but I work really hard and I'm going to prove to you that I'm good enough.
I agree with that, and that's why I said that. But as I'm starting to think about it, I'm also someone, that UPS might be my Revolve package.
Yay,
But
good.
I'm also someone who loves power.
True.
Like, I love having power, so.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
All right, let's close this out.
I think that's my
Go
Revolve
get
package.
it. I'll do the outro.
Okay. Yes, I don't have to do the outro.
Oh my God, you guys. Carly ordered $2,000 of potential
plus
$50 in express shipping of potential engagement party outfits. By the time this episode is out, you will know what she wore, but she was very nervous about it. The engagement party is tomorrow, and she does not have an outfit, and we were nervous that it wasn't going to come today, but it did. We were nervous we weren't going to be here for her to sign for it because we'd be playing pickleball, and I'd be beating her again, but we're here, it's here, and we get to do a little fashion show, and I'm sure that will all be covered on TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. The UPS guy is going back into his truck. Thank you so much for such a timely delivery, and thank you guys for listening to this episode. Don't forget to follow It's Life in Progress on Instagram and TikTok. Email us, carlyandilana@gmail.com, if you have any topics, any questions. Oh my God, Carly's back with the biggest smile on her face. And leave a 5-star rating and review if you haven't yet, and send this to a friend, post it on your story, send it to your group chat. Yes, Carly?
I was just going to say goodbye.
Bye.